Indiana Joe, Manila and Batangas edition.
I am Jocolina the Explorer from Las Piñas City. And this is Batangas City!
Dito yung sampagitan namin, te. Just kidding. Hi, mates. Right now we're in Batangas City, the land of coffee. And right now we're in the Cathedral of San Sebastian. No, it's not San Sebastian Cathedral. This is the San Sebastian Cathedral. So here we are in the parish of San Sebastian, formed in the year 1969. Just kidding. It was founded in 779. This church is pretty old. But enough chit chat. Let's go.
According to the Lipa City Tourism Council, the history of the cathedral can be traced as far as April 30, 1605. The church was totally completed from 1865 to 1894 during the administration of Fray Benito Varas, to whom Lipeños attribute their religiosity. The San Sebastian Church automatically became the cathedral of the Diocese of Batangas. The church suffered massive damages during the Second World War. Fortunately, Messenger Alejandro Olalia had it repaired, and its interior painting retouched and the two-sided aisles were added. Inside the church, a grand pipe organ is displayed. This, however, is the only one of its kind in Batangas province, and one of only 59 units in the country.
During the Second World War, this beautiful church almost lost its vibrant colors due to destructive damages.
But its history isn't the only fascinating thing about the cathedral. With its architecture and design, the Lipa Cathedral was constructed in a Romanesque design, built with giant walls, columns, balconies, arches, and a circular dome. The San Sebastian Cathedral truly is one of the most important churches in Batangas, and a trip to Lipa wouldn't be complete without a visit to this church. It offers a glimpse of the history of the oldest city in Batangas.
What a beauty!
This house was built 1880. It's called Casa de Segunda. It was named after my great-grandmother, Segunda Katipak. So I'm Mrs. Malabanan. And I'm the one who's taking care of the house right now. It's called Bahay na Bato, made of adobe all around, like the one in the church, walls. And then you will see as you go up, mga woods are very, very original, like mga nara, tangili, and everything. At saka, this is the oldest house na hindi nasunod during the Second World War. The house is 134-year-old now, and this is the only one that survived the Second World War. The whole of Lipa was completely burned during that time, in 1940, during the Second World War. Everything that is in here is 90% original from roof down. As you proceed, you can look at the pictures around the children of Lola. She has 9 children, and one of that is my grandmother, Ras. And of course, you'll see the big and long wood table not made of Nara. This is still original. And then upstairs, that's the sala of the house. Yeah, you'll see all the original furnitures. original piano, the violin of Lola, 100 Years violin.
To quote his biography, his first infatuation was a little Peña by the name of Segunda.
She was not the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, but I have not met another more alluring and beguiling. I have already heard about her, and that she was going to get married to a relative of hers. Indeed, I noticed a tall man, neatly dressed, who seemed to be her fiancé.
That tall man was Manuel Metra Luz, who came from one of the most prominent families of Lipa. The Luz clan were a family of poets and scholars. Manuel married Segunda at the young age of 16 years old in the year 1879. The two were blessed with 9 equally bright and gifted children. These 9 children had passed on these gifts and talents to their children and grandchildren. In cooperation with the National Historical Commission, Casa de Segunda, having been declared as a heritage house, is proud to honor these outstanding men and women who had contributed to the remnants of the past, be it in cultural, historical, and of the arts.
We'll be taking a break. And we're back in Indiana Joe.
Nandito na po tayo sa terminal, ma'am, sir. Ma'am, excuse me po. Terminal na po ito. Nasa Manila na po tayo.
Did you say Manila?
The Manila Metropolitan Theater, also known as the Met, was the home of cultural and theatrical acts back in the day, ranging from operas up to vaudevilles. The architecture of the edgy building was designed by Juan Arellano, with 1,670 seats inside. The building was inaugurated on the 10th of December during the early 1930s. Following an Art Deco style, the Met's building is a colorful explosion of basic shapes and lines. During the Second World War, the Met building was affected badly. Its striking visual design lost its sharp edges and lost its colors. During the aftermath, Met was used as an evacuation center, a motel, and a boxing arena. Fortunately, the Met building was brought back to life, diminishing that pale color and became what it looked like in the first place by former First Lady Imelda Marcos during 1978. Following the reconstruction of the Met building, it became a home to well-known Filipino celebrities, plays, and concerts during the 1980s. The Met building may be restored visually, but its condition continued to worsen mainly because of its roof damage caused by Bagyong Rosing in 1995. During 1996, Manila Metropolitan Theater closed its doors due to management and ownership issues between the government and Manila City. And now that it's closed because of its severe damages, can we bring back the past and relive its beautiful history and structure?
Oh, hold on, mates. I'm just gonna take a candy break. Beside that big fat Oralia is the post office building, established in 1767, designed by architect Juan Marcos Arellano. As an important trade route, this
I can't find my amigos.
your amigos.
Yes,
Who's your amigos then?
Dora. I can't find Dora.
Dora. Well, mate, I'm going to the post office building. You want to join me?
Muy bien.
Let's go.
During 1767, the Philippine postal system was established during Manila by the Spaniards. Then later on, in 1779, the postal office spread all around the Philippines handled by Spain. The purpose was this for Spain, Mexico, and our country to have a stable connection in trade routes. Years after, a new post office building was built on June 25, 1904. The transferring of furniture and equipment took place during a typhoon, and 2 days later, on June 27, the post office was opened for business. A bigger workspace and an accessible lobby were of the two locations' perks. The Filipino Postmaster services were superior than the American Postmaster, observed by C.W. Conner Menn's Commissioner Report. 391 post offices were established all throughout the Philippine archipelago during 1903. And finally, in the year 1926, the Manila Post Office was completed. And up to now, the post office building still looks impressive and has a classical colonial American influence, thanks to Thomas Mapua and Juan Arellano's architecture during 1995. And its structure is stabilized with 14 ionic columns and semicircular blocks.
Would you imagine? Without the Philippine Post Office, trade route connections between the Philippines and the other countries would become more difficult.
Diego, I cannot agree more. Such a nostalgic sight. Right, Diego? Wow, so many amazing sights in Manila. What's the matter, Diego?
I still can't find Dora. I can't find my amigo.
Don't worry, you'd find your friend Dora. This is Manila. We are currently lost right now in the busy streets of Manila. Luckily, we have Carinderia on the side, but I don't know if it's gonna hold us. How about you, Diego? How do you think we can navigate our way?
I have a map. It's the map.
It's the map.
Over there is Vito Cruz, and over there.
Well, Diego, I may be John the Explorer from Las TV. But I don't need no map to navigate my way in the busy streets of Manila.
Okay, fine.
Let's go. Let's face it, Diego, we're never gonna find the San Agustin Church.
We will.
I'm gonna take a rest.
Okay, fine. Wait. Isn't that the San Agustin Church?
What? How'd you know?
Because it
What?
says there.
Oh, I guess you're right. Well, we found the San Agustin Church, mates. Let's go.
I shall pray for Dora.
Now, this church was established in 1571, but it didn't last long. It's pretty old though. But for the past 400 years, this church has been an eyewitness to Manila's rich history. Now, let's take a peek inside, mate.
This is the San Agustin Church. originally known as Iglesia de San Pablo, and it was founded in 1571 and is the oldest stone church in the Philippines. It is administered by the Order of St. Augustine or the Augustine Friars. In 1574, Limahong, a Chinese pirate, invaded Manila and damaged the church. It was only in 1607 that the declaration of its official completion was made. It endured even in the strongest earthquake that hit Manila during the 16th century. The only damage brought by the earthquake was the bell tower, which was permanently removed thereafter. During the Spanish period, the Japanese forces turned the San Agustin Church into a concentration camp for prisoners and held hostage priests and residents inside the church. After the war, the church also became the host of the first Philippine Plenary Council. And in 1976, the government recognized the church as a National Historical Landmark for its contribution to the country's nationhood and was named by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. The church served as the political influence of the Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines, and today, its contribution to nationhood will forever be embedded in the history of our country.
I just finished praying for Dora.
Evan, let's go.
Okay.
Well, mates, it's been a great ride exploring historical sites from the old churches to the urban jungles of Manila. Till the next adventure, I am Joconina de Expert from Las Piñas City. And this has been Indiana Joe. And remember, see the beauty in everything, everywhere. And for the last time, let's go. Just kidding.
Now thanks for watching Indiana Joe!
Jen,